Hey everyone, welcome to Front of the Apps. I'm Minty, and this is episode 19 of the Battleship Brawls Season 4 tournament. Now that the Tennessee has retired, we have the Wapen by a Legionnaire will be taking over the active combatant slot, and its first opponent to run through the gauntlet is the USS Legionnaire by 219th Legion, or is it the scrolling thing? Yeah, it's 219th, that was right. I remembered correctly. But the Legionnaire is on 2 losses, so if it is defeated this time, it will be retired. And I just remembered, I was told to take a look inside the smokestack, which it does have the engine exhaust coming out through the top. Okay. That's cool. It's always bonus points with me when you have the actual exhaust coming out of the smokestack. But enough fooling around. Let's go ahead and get this battle underway. See if the Legion will win here or if the Wapen will send it home. Legionnaire immediately firing. Those shells look like they might actually connect. Nope, went over too far. And once again, the Legion fires shells way out in front of its target. Not even in the same zip code. It does that quite consistently. Meanwhile, the Legionnaire is taking a few hits here, and its front gun up here on top has been knocked out. Looks like the bottom gun has taken some damage to its armor, but I'm not sure if it's... Well, it doesn't matter if it wasn't destroyed yet, because now it is. Whoops, I accidentally kicked my mouse cord underneath my desk there. Way to go, totally professional YouTubing. The Legionnaires, oh, we've got some heavy listing going on already. Both of these ships are very prone to capsizing, but the Wapen does a lot more damage and has a much better repair rate to keep itself stable. So I think the Legionnaire will end up flipping first. Unless it manages to get some good hits in on the Wapen's guns. But the Wapen is sitting pretty at 100% health. The Legionnaire is not even able to get shells to it anymore. That shell hit, but I don't think it even knocked off a block. Meanwhile, the Legionnaire is dead in the water. Oh, wait, nope, maybe not. I'm not sure if the engines kicked back on or if I was just blind and was actually moving the whole time. But it is listing heavily, not able to do much because of its heavy list. These rear guns, oh nope, they're under the water, never mind. The shells are not going to reach its opponent. I think this might get an 80% sinking like as soon as it goes under 80% health. The Legionnaire is not doing so well in the buoyancy department. Well, there's the 80%, but no, it is still considered floating by the game. Though I don't imagine by much. And it's turning, trying to get itself back into the fight. But it doesn't have the weaponry left to really do anything. Oh, one of these side guns is actually... Oh, I thought it was going to shoot there for a second. Oh, it's just... Oh, it was just poking up out of the water. I thought it might actually get a good shot off, but then the Legionnaire sank a little bit more, and listed a little bit more, and it just can't get the angle it needs. And there we go. The Legionnaire is 80% and sinking. That is going to be the end of round 1 here, folks. I don't think it's recovering from this. Nope. There it goes. Yep, now it's 2 damage, so this round is officially over. The Wapen has defeated its opponent. And we will be moving on to round 2, though it's sometimes a little hard to find the ships because, I don't know, in the recent patches, like you guys have seen it, like it's just spawning in like a few of the blocks. You can kind of sort of see the outline of the ship, but where is the Legionnaire? Like where do I turn? Oh, there it is. Okay. Kind of hard to find it and put it on camera. But let's go ahead and unpause it. They'll spawn in. And then we'll get this round underway. Legionnaire once again firing immediately, getting that initial volley off right away. Those might actually hit. One of the shells landed in the deck of the Wapen, and the other one over-penetrated through the smokestack. But it did land. Meanwhile, the Wapen has returned fire and knocked the Legionnaire down to 94% health already. Let's see what the damage is. Yeah, these frontal guns. This one might still be functional. I'm not sure. Oh no, I think that the left barrel is disabled. The right barrel might still fire though. Yep, there it goes. It's still working. Oh, this rear turret is bringing its guns into the fight. But they're so small. Like, they're very small caliber guns. I don't think they're going to do a terribly large amount. Ooh, those shells got awfully close to blowing those turrets off. They went right over the top. Like, if somebody was standing on that turret, they would have caught a battleship shell to the face. Oh, and there's that top turret getting blasted by those high explosive and fragment shells. I'm not entirely sure how did it. Looks like something cored in through there, maybe, and took that gun out. The rear gun is it like aiming its barrel up through? It is. It is pointing that gun straight up through the bottom of the turrets, and whoa, that messed with my head a little bit there. I was trying to turn the camera in a specific way, and it was not going right because of how heavily listing the Legionnaire is. How heavily the Legionnaire is listing. There we go. Let's use grammar. Magical power of grammar. Yeah, the Wapen's at 99.8% health with 12,198 of its 12,250 materials left. It's barely taken any damage. Legionnaire seems to have a fairly decent hull. If it was more stable, and had a better armament, this ship would fare a lot better. Oh, having the propellers all the way down here, probably not helping it much. That, oh, ouch. That was a big hole ripped in the hull. But having the propellers down that far off the center of mass does not help with when your hull is unstable to begin with. I'm assuming that's far off the center of mass. It might not be with this lead keel. I don't know. I can't see center of mass on this. I would imagine center of mass is probably somewhere like right in here. So Well, it is doing a lot better about the not rolling over and dying this time. Though it started to early on, and then it kind of straightened out. Maybe it didn't take all of the damage to one side, so it's got flooding on both sides, helping even out the buoyancy. So it's just sitting lower in the water rather than rolling over. Wapen shells over-penetrating the bow of the Legionnaire there. Not surprising, bows are pretty easy to over-penetrate. They tend to be lightly armored and not very thick. So he's actually got heavy armor triangle corner reinforcement on the inside of the bow there. Legionnaire's lasting a little bit longer this time around, but there's no doubt that this is a pretty dominant showing by the Wapen. It's not even used 1,000 of its materials and is at full health. Whereas the Legionnaire is kind of giving out its last gasp. And there we go. That is an 80% in sinking despawn. I was not looking, didn't see it start, but I did see it before it actually began despawning. And 2 damaged. So the Legionnaire has officially been defeated. It lost both these rounds. This marks its 3rd loss, so unfortunately the Legionnaire has fallen and will be eliminated from the tournament. This is the last time we will see it. So if you haven't voted for it to get to whether it should be or should not be put into the Hall of Beauty, go ahead and check down in the description. Both of the links for both of these ships will be down there for you guys to go and cast your votes, along with my Discord link, forum thread, my Patreon, you know, all that good stuff, all that good description-y stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.